Right, from 31 to 40 we have arithmetic questions. We'll see those later. Come on. 41 onwards. First we need to find out this particular part, underlined part. 480 divided by under root of 2.25. Forget about decimal as well as root here. 225. Which number square is 225? But now we have decimal also. After decimal, how many digits are there? Then under root value should have only one digit after decimal. So 1.5 it becomes 480 divided by, can I write 1.5 as 3 by 2? 3 denominator and denominator comes to numerator. And already you have into 2. And before that we have 89. Now 3 how many times? 160. 162 times. 320. 322 times. 640 plus 89. 729. Under root of 729. Which number square is this? 27 can be written as 3 to the power of 3. So 3 power 16 minus x must be equal to 3 power 3. Then x is equal to 13. 0.6 goes to the other side. Point and 10 in 20 gets cancelled. You'll have 2 into 6. Come on. 12. And left hand side, this entire value is a negative number. When that goes to right hand side, it becomes 14 into 3 divided by 4. What is 14 3 times? Easy to calculate. 42 by 4, 10.5 plus 12, 22.5. First option. 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2. Can we write 1 by 2 as 2 by 4? 1 by 4 plus 2 by 4. 3 by 4 into 32 by x goes to right hand side. Right hand side 12 will come to left hand side denominator. 3 how many times is 12? Concentrate denominator. 4 into 4? 32 by 16. Second option, 2 answer. Next. 3 by 4. Can we write it as 6 by 8? 3 by 8 plus 6 by 8, 9 by 8. 9 by 8 in the sense 1 by 8. Already we have integer 1 plus 1 by 8, that is 2 1 by 8. That means 17 divided by 8 into 5 by 6 plus 1 by 6. 1. Already 1 we have. 2 into x is equal to 714. 2 how many times? Then x is equal to 714 into 4 divided by 17 only. Numerator ends with, come on, 6. Denominator ends with 7 into which number ends with 6? Answer must end with 8. How many options are ending with 8? Only 1. Final answer. Next. 0.81 whole square. Can we write it as 81 by 100 into 81 by 100? Can we do like this? Into 10 by 27. Divided by 1 by 8 is 9 by 8. Divided by 9 by 8 can be written as into 8 by 9. 9 times. 27 3 times. 0 0 cancel. What is denominator now? 1000. 8 how many times is equal to 1000? 125. What do you mean by 1 by 8 in percentage? 1 by 8 in percentage? 12.5. That means 100 by 8 is equal to 12.5 only. Then 1000 by 8 is equal to 125 only. How many 8s will be there in 1000? 125. So now in numerator 3 into 3 square, that is 3 cube. Denominator 125, that is 5 cube. 3 by 5 whole cube, final answer. 3 by 5, fourth option. Over. పిల్లలు మాట్లాడాలి. 26 by 3 goes to right hand side, becomes minus 26 by 3, correct? If you take LCM, 14 3 times 42 minus 26, 16. That is 48 divided by root x is equal to 16 by 3. 16 3 times root x is equal to 9. X is equal to 9 square, 81. (20 into 1.5), how much is that? 30 by 8. What percentage we have to calculate? 60%. Can we treat it as 3 by 5? 5, 6 times. Something happened. 1.5 times 3, 20, 1.5 times 30. Fine. Divided by 8. Okay, come on. Done. So here you can simply answer here. 18 by 8. 8 how many times? 2 times. Still how much is left? 2 by 8. 2 by 8. 1 by 4. 2 1 by 4, which is equal to 2.25. Fifth option answer. Over. If under root value is ending with 6, that must be either 4 square or 6 square. 95 square. 5 square ends with 25. 9 multiplied by its immediate number, 9 10 times 90. But your under root value is more than that only. Hence that cannot be 94 square. That has to be 96 square. Under root and square gets cancelled. We have 96. Minus 24x goes to right hand side, becomes 24x. Right hand side 8 9 times and then a 0. 90 comes to left hand side. And this is equal to 25x. Then x is equal to divided by 25. 6 by 25. Multiply both numerator and denominator with 4. What is numerator? 24. Denominator? 24 by 100 in the sense 0.24 only? Yes. (510) goes to right hand side. Pillalu matladali. 600. That is equal to x square into 3 by 4 into 50. Then x square is equal to 3 by 4 goes to right hand side, 4 by 3 into 50 goes to denominator right hand side. Okay. 3 into 150. 150 how many times is 600? X square is 4 square. X is equal to 4. Fourth option. Okay. A percent of B, that can be treated as B percent of A also. Instead of 62% of 450, we can also calculate it as 450% of 62. Agreed. That also can be written as 45% of 620 also. We are adjusting zeros. 45%, 50% minus 5%. What is 50% of this number? 3, 10. Then what is 5%? Remove 0, 31. Do we have to add or subtract? Subtract. 0 minus 1 ends with 30% in the sense 3 into 10% only. What is 10%? Ends with 8. Ends with 8. Into 3 ends with. And what is right hand side number we have? 50. 50 comes to left hand side. Last digit is 0. So that means your x cube value ends with. Ends with. Which cube ends with 3? So answer should end with 7 and there is only one. Second option final. We just calculated only the last digit. Are you following? Next. 53. Agandi. Yeah, better is 3. Third option. Fine. Anyway. 52 once 50, 53 once 53 only. 10 and then 6, that is 106. 53 how many times? 66 minus 12, 54. 2 into x cube is equal to 54. Then x cube is equal to divided by 2, which is equal to 27. 27 is which number cube? 3 cube. Over. Right. So what I did was, there is some number here, forget about it. Right hand side 2 into some number we have. 2 how many times gets cancelled here? 33 minus some other number is also there, right? That should be in the form of x cube. Am I right? What is 9 cube? Can this be less than 33? Me pardon. Can 9 cube value less than 33? Can 4 cube value less than 33? 3 cube? Maybe your answer. 5 cube? 6 cube? You need not to solve this question. Before I start this, I even told you the answer. Preferable was third. I said this and then I started. And this is what the verification I did in my mind. అర్థమవుతుందా ఏంటో minus x goes to right hand side and right hand side number will come to left hand side. We'll verify last digit verification after decimal. Number after decimal, there is only one positive number that ends with 48. And negative numbers, two numbers are there. Right hand side number, positive number comes to left hand side and becomes negative only after decimal. 69, 46. 60, 40, that is 100, that means 1. Forget about it. The other numbers, 9 plus 6, 15. That is a negative number, right? If you subtract 15, your answer must end with, after decimal you should see 0.33. How many options are there? Third option final. Over. Right. When you have continuous division, what happens? All those numbers comes in denominator only. So till that time, all the numbers will be there in numerator. In numerator, because these questions, these numbers are decimal numbers, how many numbers are there after decimal in the numerator? Let us verify. How many are here? Plus 1. That's all, right? So total how many? 3. Next. 1, 2, 3. In denominator and in numerator. In both cases, same number of digits after decimal we have. So directly I would like to write it as 666 into 66 into 6 by 66 into 4 into 3. Do you have any problem? 66 cancel. Denominator 4 3s. 6 how many times is 12? 666 by 2. Answer 333. Second option done. Over. Come on, next. Root in a root concept. Yes. Under root of 144, 12. 52 plus 12. Under root of 64. 217 plus 8. Under root of 225. Number after decimal. 0.8, 0.88, 0.008, 0.0008. That means that is 0.8888. Agreed or not? And the negative number there is only one. That ends with 2400. That means if you subtract it, your answer must end with 6488. How many options are ending with 6488? 2 options are there. So you have to calculate. From 8 if you subtract something, answer is 8.6488 only. 8.6488, third option final. Yes, number series, reasoning sir will take care. Come on, let's start question number 61 onwards. Number of books sold by 5 stores during 5 months. Okay. What is the average number of books sold by store C in April, May, July? C in April, May and in July. Right. So last digits are different only, right? Let's see. 8 plus 9 ends with 7 plus 6 ends with divided by 3 into which number ends with 3? Answer must end with 151, fourth option. But never try last digit verification in average when there are division number is 5. If your denominator is 5, don't try that. Okay, na? Endukante if your denominator is 5, you can decide whether number is even or odd, that's all. Avuna? So, denominator lo 5 ఉన్నప్పుడు మనం last digit verification చేయకూడదు, తప్పది. What is the difference between total number of books sold by store B, D together in May? May, B and D together. Come on, 223. Okay. C, E together in June. C and E. Yes, what is E value here? Hey, pillalu matladali. To make it round figure, how much more is required? Take 2 from C. There you'll have 151. Other number 200. Total 351. 51 minus 28. 23. 28. 3 minus 2, 1. 128, second option answer. Number of books sold by store AB increased by 10%, 20% respectively from July to August. A value increased by 10%. What is 10% of 150? 15 increased in the sense value becomes 165. And then already we have 165. Come on. And B value increased by 20%. What is 20% of 165? 33. Okay. 165, 165. 330. 330 plus 33. 363. Number of books sold by store A increased by what percentage from March to June? A. March to June. 140 becomes 203. Increased by 63 from 140 percentage into 100. 20. 5 times 20. 7 times 7. 9 times 9 into 5. 45. If you don't want to use any cancellation and want to get the answer by using denominator, what is 50 percentage of the denominator? How much you need to subtract to make it 63? Then 7 would be 5% only. 50% minus 5%, 45%. What is the respective ratio between total number of books sold by E in March and April? E in March and April. Right. Sum of these two numbers, 3, 3, 6 divided by D in June and July. D, June and July, which is equal to 368. Is it clear? Yes. Is your numerator 3 multiple? Come on. Is your denominator 3 multiple? Then in your answer, your first number should be, can it be first option? Can it be second, third, fourth, fifth? First option final. Your numerator is 3 multiple, denominator is not a multiple of 3. So your answer should have 3 multiple in first number. Okay, now. A can finish a piece of work in 48 days. B is 20% more efficient than A. Right. Try to listen. If A efficiency is 100%, B efficiency becomes 1. So we can remember this. Right. A can complete the total work in how many days? Right. B started working alone and after few days. After how many days you don't know. But after that A replaced him. A replaced. So B will not work, only A will work. If A could finish the remaining work in 30 days, A can finish total work in how many days? But now remaining work is done by A in how many days? That means B worked some work which A can do it in 18 days. Ma 48 days work undi. A కొన్ని డేస్ చేశాడు, బి చేశాడు కొన్ని డేస్, తర్వాత 30 days ఏ వర్క్ చేస్తే వర్క్ అయిపోయింది అని అంటున్నాం. A alone can complete the work in 48 days, but A finished the work in 30 days. So 18 days of A work was supposed to be there. which was done by B. A efficiency per day is 100% only. 18 days of A's work in the sense 18 into 100, which was done by B, where B efficiency is 120%. 25 times, 26 times, 6 3 times, 3 into 5 15, first option final. So here you can even use inverse ratio concept. Proportional rule kuda vadachu kani meeku ardham kaakapochu. Inverse ratio. Efficiency. What is A efficiency? 100%. Then B? Then ratio? If efficiency ratio is equal to 5:6, time ratio becomes 6:, A takes 6 parts and B takes, right. A can complete the total work in how many days? Remaining work is done in how many days? Then difference is, so A can complete the work in 6 parts, which is equal to 18. If 6 parts is equal to 18, how much is 5 parts? 6 how many times? 5 3s. Over. Okay. Next. The respective ratio between the circumference of a circle and perimeter of the square is 11:6. If the radius of the circle is 2 meters more than the side of the square, what is the area of the circle? Right. Area of the square. Correct. What is perimeter of the square in terms of number of parts? Perimeter of the square 6. Perimeter in the sense 4A only, which is equal to 6 parts. That means A must be 3 multiple. Left hand side, do you have any 3 multiple? Right hand side? Then A must be 3 multiple only. A square must be 9 multiple. How many options are there? If there is only one 9 multiple available, you are done with the answer. Is your first option 9 multiple? Come on. Second, third, fourth, multiple options are there, so we have to calculate. If there is only one 9 multiple, nothing is required. Anyway, you are given ratio between circumference of the circle, that is 2 pi r, 2 into 22 by 7 into r, and perimeter of the square, which is equal to 4a, that is 11 divided by 6. 11 2 times, 2 into 2 4 gets cancelled. R by A is equal to 7 by 6. That means 6 parts and then 7 parts and then 6 parts. Radius and side of the square. What is difference in terms of number of parts? 1 part. But here in the question it is mentioned as 2 meters. That means 1 part is equal to 2. That means 6 parts is equal to 12. A square is equal to 12 square, which is 144, fourth option. For this question, among options, if there is only one 9 multiple available, you don't have to solve the question. Because there are multiple options, we are forced to do it. Okay, now. The percentage of profit earned by selling an article for 368 is equal to the percentage of loss incurred if the same article is sold for 272. Right. If profit percentage is equal to loss percentage, or sometimes profit is equal to loss, whenever you get this particular condition by selling 2 articles, your cost price is going to be matladali average. Cost price is equal to average. Anyway, what would be the selling price of the article if it is sold at 10% profit? See, when you are selling it at 10% profit, at what price you are selling it? 10%. Am I right? 110% must be what multiple? 110% should be a multiple of 11. So first option, is it 11 multiple? No. Is your second option 11 multiple? Yes, that may be your answer. Hold it. Third option? No. Fourth option? No akka. Yes antunaru evaru. Fifth option? There is only one 11 multiple. Second option, final answer. You don't have to solve this question. When you are expecting 10% profit, you need to sell the item at 110% should be a multiple of 11. That's all. If you want to calculate, yes, you need to remember this. When profit percentage is equal to loss percent or profit is equal to loss, your cost price is equal to average. How much is selling price is mentioned in question? 368, 272, 300, 200, 500, 68, 72, 140, total 640, average by 2, which is equal to 3, 20. And what is 10%? 32. We are expecting profit, so we have to add, that is equal to 352 final. Okay na? ఇదే క్వశ్చన్లో 10% లాస్ అంటే 9 మల్టిపుల్. 10% లాస్ అంటే ఏ మల్టిపుల్ వెరిఫై చేస్తాం? 9 మల్టిపుల్. బికాస్ ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ 10% లాస్, వాల్యూ బికమ్స్ 90% షుడ్ బి a multiple of 9. Simple logic. Okay na? Right. A certain sum of money when lent at certain rate of simple interest per annum amounts to meaning principal plus interest 870 in 2 years. So principal plus 2 years interest is equal to 870. For the sake of your understanding purpose, I am writing 1050 in 5 years. Principal plus 5 years interest is equal to 1050. Whatever the difference between 1050 and 870 we have, that is because of 3 years interest only. 1050, 870, what is the difference? 180. 180 is equal to 3 years interest only. Then per year, then for 2 years 120. If you want to get principal, from 870 we have to subtract 2 years interest, or from 1050 we have to subtract 5 years interest. 2 years interest is already calculated 120. Subtract it from 870. Answer 750. A boat can travel 15.6 kilometers downstream in 52 minutes. See, for these type of questions, to calculate downstream speed, how do we calculate? We'll convert into 60 minutes. 52 minutes. In 52 minutes, distance covered is 15.6. What is relation between 52 and 156? 3 times only? Come on. 63 is 180. We should write it as 18 because we need to keep decimal. Okay na? So downstream speed is equal to 18 km per hour. Next, 7 kilometers upstream in 35 minutes. Relation between 35 and then 7 divided by 60 divided by 5. Matladali 12. So upstream speed is equal to 12 km per hour. What is the total time taken by the boat to travel 48 kilometers upstream and the same distance in downstream? 48 kilometers traveled in upstream speed. 48 kilometers traveled in downstream speed. And this is what the total time. 12 how many times? Pillalu matladali. 18. 2 times 36. Remaining 12 by 18. 12 by 18. 2 by 3. Answer 6, 2 by 3. Over. Next. Set A contains 4 consecutive odd numbers. Set B contains 4 consecutive even numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Next. The smallest number of set A is 11 more than smallest number of set B. So here set A number is 11 more than set B number. Am I right? Is it for smallest numbers or for largest numbers? Come on. Then largest numbers. Then what happens to largest numbers? Can we calculate or not? Yes or no? Yes or no? Gettiga. Yes sir. If the difference between smallest numbers is 11, what is the difference between largest numbers? Can we calculate it? No? ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? సరే, మిక్స్డ్ ఆన్సర్స్ వస్తున్నాయి, వినండి. ఫ్రమ్ హియర్ టు హియర్, ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు గెట్ నెక్స్ట్ ఆడ్ నెంబర్ హియర్, హౌ మచ్ యూ నీడ్ టు యాడ్? How much you need to add? 2. From here to here, how much you need to add? Plus 2. When you are adding same number, difference will be also same, right? సరే, ఇంకొక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇస్తా. ఉద్యోగం వస్తుందా? కొద్దిగా స్లోగా కాదు, గట్టిగా ఊపాలి తలకాయ. వస్తుందా రాదా? రైట్. సింగిల్గా ఒక్క అమ్మాయి కూర్చుని నీ ముందమ్మా, నువ్వు నన్ను అన్నావు కదా, నువ్వు ఒకసారి టచ్ చేయట్లా? నువ్వే ముందమ్మాయిని టచ్ చేయి. టచ్ చేయించుకున్న అమ్మాయి. నువ్వెందుకు అంత పెద్ద ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ పెడుతున్నావు? ఉద్యోగం వస్తుందా రాదా? వస్తుందా రాదా? రైట్. జీతం వస్తుందా? జీతం కూడా వస్తుంది కదా ఉద్యోగం వస్తే. ఎంత వస్తుంది? గో ఫర్ ఎ గెస్. 60,000. ఏ ఉద్యోగంలో అక్క 60? ఏపీఓ, ఎస్బీఐ పీఓలో 69 వస్తుంది. ఓకేనా? అదే ఐబీపీఎస్ అయితే 40 to 45 మధ్యలో వస్తుంది, ఐబీపీఎస్ పీఓ అయితే. సో ఆ క్లారిటీ కోసం అడిగా. సరే, 40,000 అని అంటున్నారు. మీ సిబ్లింగ్, మీకంటే ముందు పుట్టిన వాళ్ళు కూడా ఆల్రెడీ బ్యాంకులోనే పనిచేస్తున్నారు అని అనుకుందాం కొంచెం సేపు. వాళ్ళకి శాలరీ పెరిగింది, వాళ్ళకి 50,000 వస్తుంది. మీకు ఎంత వస్తుంది? శాలరీ డిఫరెన్స్ ఎంత? అమ్మ, తర్వాత ఇయర్కి మీ బ్రదర్ ఆర్ సిస్టర్కి 5,000 పెరిగింది, మీకు కూడా 5,000 పెరిగింది. డిఫరెన్స్ ఎంత? ఇనీషియల్గా ఇద్దరికి 5,000 పెరిగింది, అప్పుడు డిఫరెన్స్ ఎంత? ఒకవేళ ఇద్దరికి 10,000 పెరిగితే అప్పుడు డిఫరెన్స్ ఎంత? ఎప్పుడైనా 10,000 కదా. సేమ్ లాజిక్ హియర్ ఆల్సో. టు గో టు నెక్స్ట్ నెంబర్ యూ నీడ్ టు యాడ్ సేమ్ నెంబర్, రైట్? How much you are adding? 2. And here how much you are adding? 2. When you are adding the same number to both of these, whatever the initial difference we have, the same continues for next set, same continues for next set, and even for highest numbers also, largest numbers also. Agreed or not? Yes. So largest numbers difference is also 11. Next, continue reading the question. If the sum of highest numbers in set A and set B is 71, difference is 11, sum is 71. What is the smallest number in set A? Okay, first of all we need to know which numbers are more, whether set A numbers more than set B or set B numbers are more than set A. We need to get this clarity. Okay, smallest number in set A is 11 more than smallest number in set B. So set A numbers are more. Agreed? How much more? So instead of using the equation, writing x here and x plus 11 here, and sum of these two numbers is equal to 71, then 2x is equal to 71 minus 11, 60. X is equal to 30. If x is 30, x plus 11, 41. Previous odd number. Again, 35 is final answer. అర్థమైందా? Otherwise, a minus b is equal to 11, a plus b is equal to 71. To get a value, it is sum divided by 2 only. Sum is equal to 82 by 2. Answer 41. Okay na? మన ఆన్సర్ 41 కాదు, అది లార్జెస్ట్ నెంబర్, కానీ అడిగింది స్మాలెస్ట్ నెంబర్. దాని నుంచి మళ్ళీ రికర్సివ్లో ఫస్ట్ నెంబర్కి వచ్చేస్తాం. Ram finished typing 3/5 of the total number of pages of a book on Monday, 1/28 of total number of pages of the same book on Tuesday. So far we have two fractions. What is first denominator? Second denominator? LCM? Let us assume we have 20 parts of number of pages. On Monday 3/5. What is 1/5 of 20? 3/5, 12 parts. So these many number of pages were done on Monday. Next, 1/20th of pages were typed on Tuesday. 1/20th of 20, 1 part. So far how many parts done? And how many are remaining? 7 parts. If the remaining 119 pages, that means 7 parts is equal to 119. 1 part is equal to by 7. Don't calculate. We'll do that later, cancellation. And what is the total number of pages in a book? Number of pages are 20 parts. That is into 20. Now you come to cancellation part. 7 how many times? 17 into 20. Amma? 340. Over. Next, 38. The average of 8 positive numbers is 25. The average of first 3 numbers is 22 and the last 3 numbers is 30. What is the average of remaining 2 numbers? So, majority of the people have not listened my average class, so I'll tell you the one way. After that, I'll tell you another way also. 8 numbers average is 25. Then what is sum? 8 into 25. 200. Average of 3 numbers is 22. Then sum is equal to, and average of last 3 numbers is 30. Sum is equal to, Amma, 90. So these are 3 numbers here and 3 numbers here. 6 numbers, sum is subtracted from 8 numbers. Then you'll have 44 only. 200 minus 156, 44. 44 is sum of 2 numbers, missing 2 numbers. Then average is equal to 44 divided by 2. Answer 22, first option. Is it clear? Yes, the same question in another way. So here I am writing 44 by 2 is our final answer. Right, okay. Now we need to calculate average for 2 numbers. That's what our question. What is initial average given for all the numbers together? According to equality concept, I will start with 25 only. Out of 8 numbers, first 3 mentioned, last 3 mentioned, 2 numbers are missing. If it is number missing case, is it direct effect or reverse effect? Reverse effect. Average of 3 numbers is 22, which is how much less than actual average? Like that, how many numbers are there? Average is 3 less. For how many numbers? 3 numbers. That means 3 3 is 9 less, right? As it is reverse effect, we have to add 9. Can we directly add number 9? No. Convert into average, that is divided by 2. Okay. Average of next last 3 numbers is 30, which is how much more than actual average? Like that, how many numbers are there? 5 3s, 15 more. As it is reverse effect, we have to subtract 15 and convert into average by 2. 9 by 2 minus 15 by 2, that is minus 6 by 2. That is minus 3. 25 minus 3, over. This is by using equality concept. Over. In a vessel, 36 liters of milk is mixed with 4 liters of water. So how much quantity we have now? Come on, 40. From the vessel, 20 liters of this mixture is taken out. That means how much fractional part is taken out? Half. Then remaining is half. If the total quantity is leftover quantity is 50%, out of existing milk, out of initial milk, 50% is over, and out of initial water, 50% is over. Agreed or not? Then remaining quantity is 50% of milk, 18, 50% of water, this much is left with us. Okay na? Sure? Right. 12 liters of milk is added. Okay. Next. What is the resultant respective ratio between all quantities of milk and water? How much milk we have? 30. How much water we have? 2. 2 how many times? Then the ratio is 15 is to 1. Third option, final. Over. Now there is another way also. Initial quantity 36 liters of milk and 4 liters of water. How much quantity we have? Amma? How much is taken out? How much is left over now? 20. To that how many liters adding? 12. Then what is the total quantity now? 32 must be divided into 2 parts. two quantities where we have milk and water. Milk and water in terms of number of parts must be either 32 or factor of 32. Am I right? First option, sum of numbers. Is 17 factor of 32? Is 14 factor of 32? Is 16 factor of 32? 9 plus 2 is 11 factor? Is 7 plus 2 9 factor? Only one option, third option, 15:1, fine. అర్థమైందా? Sarika is younger than Pi by 15 years. That means their age difference is, at what time their age difference is 15? At what time their age difference is that 15? Any time. Am I right? Any time their age difference is 15. 5 years hence, Pi's age will be twice of Sarika's age. Pi and Sarika after 5 years. What is the ratio? Twice anar kada. That is the indirect way of saying their ages ratio is 2:1. Difference is one part, which is in terms of years. First condition undi kadamma. One part is equal to two parts is Pi's age 30, Sarika age 15. Then to get present age from after 5 years, we have to subtract 5 years. Pi's present age, Sarika's present age. Okay, next. If Ananya is 10 years elder to Sarika, elder in the sense more only, how many years more? 10 years, then it becomes 20. What is the respective ratio between present age of Ananya 20 and Pi 25? Cancellation with 5. 4 times, 5 times. 4:5, first option, final answer. Are you done? Yes, we are done with the paper. We'll meet in next session. Okay na? Okay na?